And this is probably the biggest takeaway I realized at one point. Life is a big coaching session, and the pressure will increase. Your life will be crushed. You have well relationships. These are the usual symptoms. You don't get it. If you don't let the past go, it will still control you. And you'll be more and more open to ask for help. And with that pressure, you'll be able to ask for help at the right place. Because if I'm looking back at my old self and I was not committed, probably that's the third one, is having a very high level of commitment to change, high level to adopt whatever is the mentor or coach telling you. Then with that commitment, the mind loves to go back to its old condition and old results. And what that creates is then even more pain. So then eventually you will find true health and you wouldn't have a problem investing time, effort, focus, and money into the next version of you. And yes, it's self-worth, self-image work. It's probably getting your focus right and letting go of whatever story is playing out in from the past.
And how can individuals get your book?
How to get hold of my book? I've got a book called How to Discover Your Authentic Self Faster Than You Ever Thought Possible. And I'm gladly giving it away for free. My method, it's on my website, drselfworth.com. If you search the tab free, you will be able to download it and access it. What I have found is the usual patterns of thinking is is keeping people in going in circles, and that was me too. Why? Because the mind has this tendency to not go to the not go into discomfort, the place where it gets triggered. Now, what does that mean? Because this was a massive learning for me. Reading books, 200 books for me, probably I had the answers I needed. But guess what happened? I was using the five senses and this mind, my disempowered mind, to apply what was quote unquote comfortable from the books. So I did not truly break through my own limitations because I was doing tiny fix and changes. But that's not what you're really looking for. And that could be the case with sometimes seminars or other tools of personal development where you tend to do what's comfortable and what's safe. And if you want to have a conversation with me, probably you want to have conversations that you don't want to have. To go to the place that you avoid, because that's where the magic happens. And have that space to be honest. That, oops, I've been avoiding mom or dad. I could not connect with them. I can't stand their criticism. I'm still carrying those voices. I'm now turning those voices against me. I remember I had this wonderful conversation with a business owner once, and he had problems with the bottom line. He was not making money. And we started to work on the relationship with his dad. And he started to
Hmm.
connect with his dad. Remember, receiving and giving love is a lot to do with abundance and receiving money. It's energy. And I remember in a few weeks after, he had tens of thousands. of dollars showed up in contracts, in new clients. All we did was fixing this the dysfunctional relationship with that.